कल तो ऑफ है, परसों है क्लास?
जी 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 मैम, सेशन लाइव है आपका।
ओके, थैंक यू। Okay, class. Today we are going to do the third function of the business organization and management department. So that is the directing function of the management. ये चार्जिंग पे लगाना है लैपटॉप. So what is directing function of the marketing management? Everyone once in a while comes across the problem of identifying how to proceed with something. So what direction is to be taken and what is to be done in business. Also, these situations arise on a daily basis where a manager has to decide how things has to progress and what is to be done. So that a process or function closely related to determining how you proceed with the business operations is referred to as direction. कि आपको अपने बिजनेस ऑपरेशन को किस डायरेक्शन में लेके जाना है, कैसे प्रोसीड करना है, क्या प्रोसेस और फंक्शंस को फॉलो करना है, दैट इज कॉल्ड डायरेक्शन. नाउ इंस्ट्रक्टिंग, guiding, supervising, and influencing people, enabling them to achieve organizational objectives is called directing. Again, there is a definition. Instruct करना, guide करना, supervise करना, influence करना people to enable them to achieve organizational objectives is also called directing. In the process of directing, employees are coached to develop communication and are encouraged to accomplish their goals. So directing basically is a key element in the process of the management, because after formulating the plans for the accomplishing the predetermined goals or the organizational structure is prepared. Organizational structure का मतलब है यहाँ पे जो second function था हमारा organizing structure. Planning कर ली, organizing structure बना लिया. Now suitable persons are designed to appropriate roles and organization commences its operation. So, however, necessary actions will not initiate after a command-in-chief provides direction to the higher level management. So basically, directing is a management function that is carried out primarily at higher levels of management and on the basis of which permeates down into the lower levels. So again, जैसे हम लोगों ने बताया, planning is a continuous function, directing is also a continuous function that exists as long as the business exists, and is that function that initiates and commences action towards a set of objectives or goals. So it gives meaning to organization and planning by bringing together the entire organization to the task of achieving a goal. Only after understanding a few concepts relating to the organization, effective direction can be ensured. These concepts related to aims, objectives, and plans of the organization by each individual manager. First concept. Second concept क्या कहता है? The organizational and its elements. Third क्या कहता है? Policies, procedures, and rules under which the operation will operate and the reasons thereof. Fourth point क्या कहता है? Major problems that are faced by the concern and particularly what each manager can do to solve the problem. And the last, complete and up-to-date information on significant factors such as business forecast, changes in policies and procedure, etc. So ये था आपकी directing की definition. Now directing as a function is composed of 4 important independent elements. Yeah. So there are 4 elements. The first is supervision. Supervision refers to a process by which a superior oversees and ensures the work done by his subordinates conform to predetermined requirements and standards. So supervision is done especially at lower levels of management when there are functions such as factory overseeing etc. to be done. So this is supervision. कि आपको सुपरवाइज करना है. सेकेंड मोटिवेट करना है, मोटिवेशन. Motivation is that process of inducing in a person the will to do something in return for something he wants. Motivation often lies at the basis of this direction, as people don't act unless they have a good reason to, and motivation gives them that much required reason. क्योंकि अगर आपको किसी चीज को ग्रैब करना है, इफ यू वांट समथिंग, तो यू हैव टू बी मोटिवेटेड फॉर देम, तभी आप उस चीज को अचीव कर पाओगे. सो मोटिवेशन इज an important element in directing function. थर्ड आता है आपका लीडरशिप. Not everyone can do everything in the beginning. Not everyone can do everything in the beginning. So sometimes you need an extra push to do it. And the extra push is given by the leaders. So leadership plays a key role in performing the above mentioned elements of the direction. It revolves the personal quality of a person and is something that cannot be taught but learned. That cannot be done. मतलब sometimes क्या होता है, you need to be push out. तो ऐसे में आपको क्या होता है, लीडर होते हैं जो they do that. So leadership plays a key role in performing the elements of the direction. Next element is communication. Communication is something that is pertinent to most managerial functions, including direction. If employee is not able to communicate his needs, a manager cannot motivate him. So if the upper level management doesn't communicate the current status of the operation, the lower level manager will fail in getting these things sorted. So there are some importance of the communication that cannot be overstated. That cannot be overstated. So ये थे आपके elements of the directing function. Now the next topic is importance of directing function of the management. Directing or direction function is usually considered the central point for any organization around which objectives are achieved. So being at the center of the enterprise activities, it ensures numerous benefits to any organization, which are as follows. For example, the first importance is make the organization goal oriented. Make the organization goal oriented. Ki planning, as we all know, lays down goals. Planning में हम अपने goals को lay down करते हैं, लिखते हैं. But the mere laying down of the goals is not enough. सिर्फ goals को लिखना enough नहीं होता. So it is directing in terms of those goals that gets them achieved. कि हमें direction provide करनी चाहिए ताकि उन goals को achieve किया जा सके. So it is that process that retains the goal orientedness with which the business process begins. So if not for the direction, the business will proceed in haphazard manners, thereby making all other processes difficult and also making the business fragile. So this is the importance of the directing function. Second importance is creates a motivated workforce. As already discussed above, कि motivation acts a subset of the broader function of direction. Direction ensures that the workforce is motivated and remains motivated. So this is so because the process will be successful only with the effort of the motivated people, and the motivated people is the secret of a building effective business. Thus, managers pay extra attention to motivating workers while directing the business. Next importance is ensures conformity and facilitates controlling and the coordination. देखो मैं हर बार बोलती हूँ कि हर कोई भी फंक्शन हो, चाहे प्लानिंग ऑर्गेनाइज हो, देयर मस्ट बी फैसिलिटेट बिटवीन द कंट्रोलिंग एंड द कोऑर्डिनेशन. कि सबऑर्डिनेट्स के बीच में जो कंट्रोल और कोऑर्डिनेशन का जो फैसिलिटेशन है वो होना चाहिए. So direction as stated above deals with specifying what to do. Thus direction lays down the benchmarks on what is to be expected from a person or a process. So this instruction or direction ensures such tasks and effort conforms to goals. The benchmarks so created allows for coordination whereby other tasks can align to make a continuous whole and controlling whereby one better understands where and what went wrong in the entire framework. So this ensures conformity and facilitates controlling and the coordination. Next importance is initiates action. कि direction जो है basically is the process that kicks the plan into motion by using the resources organized and human staff to achieve what is envisioned in the plan. It is the stepping stone to carrying out business processes which till then remain only on paper. So this is how to initiate action. Next, it creates adaptability. A business has to cope with the constant changes in its environment. जैसे मैं बोलती हूँ हमारा environment dynamic है. So you have to cope up with the changes. So direction plays a key role in ensuring that a business is capable of adjusting and adapting to that changes by understanding the environment and by relying on the suitable information. Such instruction at the right point of the time allows for meeting various contagions and ensure the business is not knocked off its feet. Next,